Hey everybody, Stratix here, taking a look at Distant Worlds universe. This is a 4X strategy game. I want to take a look at it, show you a little bit about what Distant Worlds universe is and how it operates, but also talk about how I think it's more than a 4X strategy game. How it kind of breaks a divide and goes into the realm of being a giant playground sandbox, very similar in ideals to how you would approach a game like Minecraft with mods and modding it and changing it around. Now, that's not what I'm saying you do here, but first off, this game is huge. The scale at which you can grow in Distant Worlds is just crazy huge. You see here, I'm zoomed out to the universe, looking at the universe here, at these different empires, and I can zoom in, scroll around, rather easy. The tools are real nice, the functionality is really nice. These are individual ships that they're zooming around, they're zapping around everywhere, because I'm at war with all these different people, and they're just on autopilot. So, what happens is, because this game is so huge, when you get to a certain point, it allows you to automate a lot of stuff. You can automate researching. You can automate shipbuilding. You can automate just about everything. And you can turn on the automation and turn that off on each individual element of the game, each individual little ship, whenever you want. So if you want to take control over it, you can also pause the game to help you give time, to help give you time to go around and manage your game, because there's so much to manage. The game is quite insane. It's in a fun way. It's a lot of macro management. You can have diplomacy. You can manage that. You can manage individual shipbuilding. You can manage individually how you would build a ship. You can use the tools on the left of the screen to help you manage all your individual ships, to get views of them in the bottom left here, and then assign them orders, assign them individual orders. You can cycle through your stuff. You have a nice mini-map. Now what happens is, in a game like, a friend of mine told me this was very similar to Sins of the Solar Empire, only with a lot of insane macro management. So what happens is, the game becomes so big that they did a neat thing by giving you more customization over the how you create a game, your game experience. So you can start in different ages, you can start with different amounts of automation, you can start with different styles of diplomacy, and just a plethora of choices to tick on how you want your game to be, how you want it to feel, what the size of the world would be. You can go from a very small universe with like 100 stars and a very small sector, all the way up to hundreds and hundreds of stars in a gigantic sector to make a huge game. There's probably thousands of things that you can do in this game, that you can manage. Right here, I'm just taking cues from the game, and they're giving me messages, and I'm making decisions that way. Here, they just imposed trade sanctions on me. I'm not a very good empire builder. I have a lot to learn in this game. So, what's the divide again that I want to mention is, you're playing a game like an RTS game, but they added in the capability to pause, and you can also speed up and slow down time. And then the game gets so vasty deep, so big, that it really becomes about you just playing in a sandbox. And you start to tick things to be automated. You start automating all your ships. Like, here's one that's not. I can automate it here. Bam. Now suddenly he's become automated, and you can see he just set course for something. He started doing, something here. And you can just watch, be an observer, and based on the many, many ways you can customize your game before you even start that game, really allows you to play it differently every time. In the same way I would say that you would mod a game, and that modding of a game changes the entire experience. You play something like Skyrim and start modding it with all kinds of different mods, or Minecraft, you start modding in things, and suddenly in Minecraft you have oil and engines where you didn't have before, and it totally changes how you approach the game and play it. But you still have that freedom of just doing whatever you want whenever you want. You can automate stuff whenever you want. You can just turn things on and off. And it's really a lot of fun, I think. You just have this level of freedom because the game got so big. You can still try to manage it more like a linear feel. You can start in a simple age and then go down into more advanced. You can go down to the ancient age. They have a loose storyline, but that's basically what this game's like. I didn't want to script this video because I really wanted to just ramble and try to show you how it felt. The game is so huge. I'm zooming in on some different star systems here and looking at different enemy empires. Then I can zoom out. There's a ton of tools too. They really made the game tight and fun. It's a colorful map. It's very easy to scroll around on and zoom in and out. You can even lock on different ships. I can go to a military ship and then just double click the window, get more information on it. I can lock my view onto it, and here it is, right here. I've locked my view onto it. I can switch to a spaceport. There's my spaceport. I can zoom out, and because I have this view locked, I can start switching between them. There's the next one. I could go to ships and just watch a ship zooming around the galaxy, see? And just follow it. And that could be a whole game for a whole night. I could just be tracking an exploration ship or a colonization ship. So that's it in a nutshell. This has been kind of I kind of semi-scripted this video early to try to keep it short and just give you a feel for it, and I think I'm just going to leave it. I might make other ones, but that's the gist of it. This game is vast. It's just insanely vast. I can unlock my view now and then switch to something else. And there's so many ways to do stuff. You don't have to do it using these buttons. I could simply go to a ship way over here by this planet. I could click on it and then lock my view on it. And then I can watch its trajectory. See, he's warping somewhere. Let's see where he's warping. Zoom out. Oh, he's going to warp over here. He's warping over to the Mandara system. And I can zoom in. It's very fluid how you can zoom in and out. Very fluid. So it becomes more than a 4X strategy game. To recap, this game really does become more than a 4X strategy game. It becomes like a sandbox where I could just sit here and have fun just watching these ships on automation. Or you can do alternate forms of gameplay. There's a gigantic Galactopedia that is just immense in how much information there is. And everything from screen editors to teaching all about individual ship types, anything and everything. Look at this, is just on resources here. These are all the different kinds of resources, government types. So really, you can, one night you could play captain of a single little ship, and that's your whole game for the whole night, is you're a captain zooming around the galaxy in one little ship that you designed specifically. You can go down clear to the macro management level of design, of literally putting on dozens of individual components on one little ship. Or you could manage an entire small empire trying to build up out of the pre-warp era. And then you could just watch some ships go around. You could start a game that's already really advanced and huge just because you want to instantly get into a bunch of cool, fun battles for a night. And it's really scalable and easy to scale, easy to operate. I'm pleased with the functionality and tools in the whole game, and I think I'm gonna have loads of fun with this game for a long time. Alright, that's it on Stratix with a rambly, weird, incoherent look at Distant Worlds and why it's more than a 4X strategy game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.